So for 10 years, my first 10 years, I was spending thousands of dollars on these postgraduate, weekend-long seminars, traveling all over, trying to figure out why I was good at what I did. Because I still did my own kind of technique, but I just didn't quite have the understanding behind it. So, and I have a problem with people saying, "What are you doing?" And I go, "I don't know. It just works," right? So every seminar I would take, I started to realize there's only so much you can do to the human body. And I don't have a pencil sitting here, but I was at a seminar. I was super frustrated because I spent like $2,000 on this seminar. And the guy's real flashy. He's a guru in the industry. Everyone knows him. And he has a stage and lights. And I'm like, what the hell am I learning? Is this a Broadway show or is this a freaking therapy seminar? And he starts talking. He's a cool move guy. He's a good looking guy, great hair. And he's moving around and all the girls they're going, ooh, ah. I'm going, what the hell's wrong with you people? I want to learn some shit here. And then it just hit me. I was staring at my pencil and I go, if this pencil is a muscle, how much shit can I do to this pencil? I'm very limited. I can break it, I can rub it, I can strip it. There's a finite amount of stuff I can do. How much can I actually do to a muscle? And then I started thinking, what's the first thing the brain does? Here's the irony. None of these techniques or modalities, and it's not to disparage any of them, they're all good in their own way, but none of them talk about the nervous system or the brain. Even neuromuscular. It talks about neural stuff, but not the nervous system as a whole, or the brain, and the first thing the brain does when it senses pain. That was my first question to myself. What, of all this crap I've learned, what is the first thing your brain does when it senses pain? And that's how I started my journey to where I am now in terms of reverse engineering everything I'd learned for 10 years to get to the root of why that's a good technique or why this is a good technique. Because what's prevalent in this industry is every technique is taught by a guru. It's almost like religion. You learn from Paul St. John or Eric Dalton. Eric Dalton is the way. Paul St. John is the way. And in certain aspects, that's true. But globally, for everyone, that's not true. You cannot apply the same technique to every human being and expect it to work. We're all just that much vastly different. But what we all have in common is a nervous system that reacts to sensory input and output. And that's where I started to completely change my entire mentality, and my whole practice changed almost overnight when I changed my thinking, because I was so insecure coming from a trucking business where I was a top producer to a therapy business I had no clue about. So I was insanely insecure. I can honestly say I've been insecure up until about 7 years ago. And I think that's just a natural thing for anybody, but I take my work so personally, which I probably shouldn't, but I want my clients better than they want themselves. So because I take it personal, that's my passion. I literally think that I can fix everyone, but I know that I can help everyone by what I do. So when I started really unpacking why all this stuff happens and what the brain does, I went, this can't be this simple, right? It's not possible that all I do is this and I get this result.